Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day on the farm. Look at that. Oh, there's one right here too. So I let them out of their little house here, right there. They get the nice big field. And then we've, where are we at? You see Ryder over there? We've already fed Ryder and Hazel. And we got the girls. We've got Pippi and Tippy and Jack. And there's Eva. She's getting in on the fun. Okay, today I'm going to take that ring that we made yesterday, and I think I'm going to just do a little bit of work to it and make it a nice spinner ring. So we're going to have a little bit of fun in the studio today, maybe a 10-15 minute video, and let's see where we go. Okay, I say this all the time. Did you reach out to somebody? Plan on it today. Give somebody a call. Just check in on them. All right. Okay, we're in the studio. Pretty obvious, eh? Wonder if I even need to say things like that. Okay, let's get ourselves in a holder here. Okay, so we're gonna make ourselves a cup of coffee. That's yesterday's coffee. What are we having today? Oh my good. Oh, Tassimo. Maybe one of these days, Tassimo, you're gonna sponsor me. Tassimo Cafe Creme. Oh. We're going to get that going. We're going to start a few things. You know, when you're in the shop, you kind of got to get yourself in that frame of mind. So we're going to go over here. We're going to turn on the ultrasonic. We're just going to turn the heat on. Okay, and we're going to get it down to about, oh, I like it at 45. And we're going to plug in the steamer. And I like the steamer like that. So it's right out in the open. I got one of those which I visualize it being off. And this switch here, I visualize it being off. Like, so when I leave the studio, bottles off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Right? And lock the doors. Out the door, set the alarm. So we're gonna have a cup of coffee. We're gonna put a little bit of, this is actually milk. I just use this container to bring the milk out. There's a little bit of cream left in it. Okay, a bit of that, a bit of this. And have a nice cup of coffee. So what I said was, we made this ring yesterday. And I want to do something with it, kind of nice. What we're going to do is I'm going to demonstrate how to flare the ends out. We're going to make another band for it. It's called a fidget ring or a spinner ring. And fidget was because so you could, when it was on, you could occupy yourself and spin the centerpiece here, and it was a fidget ring or a spinner ring. So let's get on with that. Well, let's have this cup of coffee first. Oh my goodness. Okay, so be yourself, everyone else is taken. Boy, that's good. Okay, so we're at the bench. Make sure things are on at the bench, right? Your pickle pot, make sure this is up out of the way. We're going to work on this puppy here. What we want to do is, let's take this for example. This is a nice piece of stock. And roll it out. Anyways, let's figure that out. We're going to roll this out a little bit to make a ring to go around here. It's going to be pretty straightforward. We're just going to get our little foot control. Make sure this is all the way down. You don't have to kill it, just make sure it's down. Get your chair. I like sitting in the chair for this operation. So where are we at here? Oh. Oh. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so this is really straightforward to do, right? Well, I shouldn't say it's straightforward. You know what? These are the basic skills you need, and that's what I'm kind of going over it. So, that's loose. Get a file and make sure one of these ends is flat. That's why your bench has so many different type of little notches and things in it like that. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to use these. Half round. Yeah, and I need some glasses that I can actually see. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, girls. So let's get, where's it? We're gonna get this here now. We've rolled it out a little bit just so we could get it nice. I want it to be a little bit tight to fit on there because I wanna work harden it a little bit, right? And from work hardening, what I mean is the more you work the silver, the more the molecular structure gets crushed and everything like that, and it doesn't want to bend as easy. Like this is freshly annealed. I know it's rolled once, but not bad at all. So let's get these next to each other like that, and then roll that past. Look at that. So now I've rolled it past, so it's nice and easy to cut and get on there. So favorite snippers, a little bit longer, not much, because I'm going to show you that we're going to hammer it out anyways. Okay, are just great. What are they? They're separating discs. Now I'm just using it to flatten the end a little bit. So I'm coming in here, I'm flatten those ends so that those ends are nice and square. Look at how nicely lined up that is now. Okay, so let's solder this together. What do we use? Our go-to stuff. This is boric acid and methyl hydrate in Canada. I think in the US it's denatured alcohol. Okay, so let's get this over here a little bit like this. I cut my silver pieces off and I just put the silver pieces on the bench, and then I bead them up, and then I touch the pickup stick to them. Okay, so this is nice clean metal. This should just go quickly. Okay, make sure that solder flowed through to the back. Let's dump. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Okay, so I dumped it into the pickle pot right here, and then I rinse it. Okay, rinse it in some cold water. Here's my mandrel, and I know this is the mandrel because it's got 2X on it. I've used this mandrel for over 30 years, and I use it. You use it all the time. Okay, so get this thing on here now, and you're doing textured, right? Well, texture this thing a little bit with your, remember I sanded and polished it. Now, hammer the heck out of it a little bit. 14 at least. Okay, so look at that though. So now I got that all stretched out and work hardened, hammered nicely. Okay, that goes on there, it's gonna spin real nice. Okay, but you probably ask yourself, well, how are you gonna handle it? Okay, one thing I do wanna say, take the sandpaper and clean this up a little bit. So let's grab a little a spindle here. You know, I have my go-to sandpaper. Look at these little spindles here. They sell these. It's a little piece like this. You cut your sandpaper and you wrap it around side to highlight it. Because you're going to throw this on the polisher afterwards anyways. Okay, look at that. Okay, so that will spin nicely. Now you're probably asking yourself again, how does he get the ends to come out? Well, let's get over to the steel workbench. So we're on the heavy steel workbench. Now, if you don't have a steel workbench, you could have a block in your room, your studio, a big wooden block, and you could have that on there and a steel pad on there. You need something strong for this. Okay, so let's see if I can move this back a little bit and so I can get in there. Okay, so I have one of these big sets of these punches, and this one's a number 24. So just take this. You don't need to have that one on there. You don't have to have it on there right now, but just get a big mallet. A bigger mallet than, well, that one should work. That's not going to come off there now. How that's flaring out here, but that's going to work out great. You see how I flared out the ends, right? And I think I might have hit it a little too hard at one spot there, but you know what, you guys, just tap that a little bit, just Not a whole bunch. Now's the time to just kind of perfect it. Okay, so that, oh, I don't know why I got that stuff on. Let's get this one off. So now, I could fiddle with that. You fidget with that. You move that around. You go, oh, isn't that cool? Right? Okay, so this needs a good polishing. That moves around nicely. Right? So, and it's not coming off. So that's your spinner ring. Look at that. And that's how you flare out the ends. And that's a beautiful ring now. So that's a little bit something extra for today in the workshop. We're going to polish it up and we're going to add some more pictures to the front and back of this. Maybe today I'm going to go for some dim sum. I don't know if anybody knows what, if you all know what dim sum is. I'm sure most of you do. It's the Chinese answer to breakfast. A nice haga and sumai and the little shrimp dumplings and some sticky rice. Oh, so let's kind of just get this done for you. And you know, when I go for breakfast, I can edit the video and I can include some pictures of my breakfast. Okay, you guys. Hey, have a coffee. Look at how nice that coffee is. Okay, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Oh man, that creme. Coffee creme. Okay, this isn't going to need much of a polish, right? Because it was already polished up. You just want to give it a little... Oh, that thing just spins around. Okay, so that turned out just beautiful. Look at that. Now, hey, it's a little half an hour job in the shop to kind of get you guys into the studio, go get me into the studio, do something fun. Look at that, how neat that is. So that's a fidget ring. Could you use different type of metals out here? Could you use gold? Could you be a little good? But if you don't do it at all, you'll never practice. You'll never be able to get it right. So sometimes, like I haven't made a spinner ring in a long time, so I just kind of I'm sorry, just looking at the dogs playing outside. I just kind of pushed my way through it to give some content for today. Now, you saw the soldering process, you seen the torch, the flame, the flux, hammering techniques, and the size, and the mandrel, and how to flare the end. So you got the concept, so get out, practice. A little video at the end, show you what it looks like, and then I'm gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna go for some dim sum. Okay, if you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. Okay, hit the like button, make a comment, say something to me. I have almost 14,000 subscribers. Feeling pretty good, so I'm going to put a little bit more effort into the channel. Do some nice stuff, maybe do some day trips, a little bit more of the dogs, a little bit about the farm, and a lot more about making jewelry and having fun in the studio. So, thanks you guys. Turned out beautiful. So you get to see the technique, you get to see the finished product. Right? The fidget ring. Okay, so, okay, see my truck? Isn't that cool? I did a little video of all the snow that was piled up, but look at me. Got the gum boots on, I got my farming gear on. I'm gonna hop in the truck, out the gate, and over to the dim sum place. Okay, so dim sum's right over here. What a great place. Oh. Where are we at? Oh, look at it. Oh. Oh. Wait a second. I gotta go up those steps there, but that's where we're gonna go. Oh, it's good. Oh, how nice all that stuff is. Oh, I got some sticky rice. And some shrimp rolls, and I got some stuff coming. So anyways, you guys have a great day. Treat yourself to some dim sum. Look it up online, find a local place, and go out. It's nice when they have the wagons though. Okay, you guys.